What's up you guys? So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I've gotten 2 new reptiles and 1 new tarantula. I got them at the Orlando Repticon show recently. I think it was on December 3rd, but here's one of them right now. He is a banana phantom yellow belly ball python. His name is Peaches, even though he's a boy. I call him Peachy Boy because he's got a very peachy mauve color. He's very cute. He's like 94 grams, so he's just under the weight of Oyster right now. They're pretty much around the same size. They're about 3 months old. I got him also from Steve's Morphs, who I also got Atlas and Tofu from. I also got a leopard tortoise hatchling from the expo. That one is about 3 to 4 months old. I decided to name him Hoppy, even though I don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet, because you can't really sex them until they're the size of a grapefruit, and right now he's only the size of a mini tennis ball. So let me show you his habitat really quick, and then I'll cut over to footage of the expo. This is Hoppy's temporary indoor enclosure, and he comes in here when it's raining really bad outside, or if it gets really cold at night, which is very rare in Florida, but for the winter time he'll probably be using this setup more. The reason why he's underneath the shelf instead of on top of it is because Luca thinks he's a ball and keeps trying to eat it, and I don't want that to happen to him. So it's a pretty simple setup. It's a 41 quart tub. He's got a hide right here, and then I also bought sod from Home Depot so that he can munch on it, and then he's got topsoil, and then a piece of slate tile that I got for free because it was already broken, and this is just for him to eat on. I don't have a water bowl in here because he only really comes in during the nighttime, and I'm still doing daily soaks for him, so I have no concerns about him getting dehydrated. Here's Hoppy's outdoor enclosure. It's on my balcony. I have this blue tarp because my dogs keep barking at the neighbors, so it's there just so that they don't see people walking by and get triggered. And his outdoor enclosure is essentially just the Zoo-Med tortoise house. I did try to stain it green with some weatherproof sealant, but obviously didn't work. It just looks like a, I don't know, it looks kind of green, but not really. You can open up this side, and this is his little hide area. He's got a slate here so that he can cool off if it gets too hot. There's moist sphagnum moss over here, and then some semi-moist orchid bark with some topsoil mixed in, so he's got like really humid, less humid, and then really dry. This is just dry Spanish moss, orchid bark, and sphagnum moss. This is all dry, so this is like his warm area. And then he's got the door over here so that he can go out as he so pleases. This is the outdoor kind of area. This is where he can get sunlight from. I do have a lock over here so that Luca can't get into it if he really wants to, because Luca really loves tennis balls, and I don't want this little tortoise to go into his mouth. So similar setup to the indoor enclosure. He's got the rest of the sod out here. He's got a water dish, and the water level only goes up to about like half the size of my nail so that he can't drown in it. Hoppy is currently over here eating. I think he's eating. He's got slate over here as well, and then I have a food dish here, mostly so that I can just pick up the dirty, uneaten portions, throw it away, and then put the bowl back in instead of having to remove the slate and clean it up. It's more just for convenience than anything. He's got Missouri tortoise diet here. I had to crush it up because there's no way he's going to be able to bite into those giant pieces. They were bigger than the size of his head. He's got some spineless prickly pear cactus, and then I think I added a little bit of like lettuce over here. It was just left over from my salad so that he can have a little bit of variety. There he is close up. He's coming out of his shell a little bit. What you doing, Hoppy? What you doing? And I'm just calling him a he because it's just easier than switching back and forth. He's about the size of my thumb. One cool fact about Hoppy is that he didn't actually hatch in an incubator. The breeder I got him from saw a little leopard tortoise hatchling running around one of his chicken coops, and he went and tried to find out where that tortoise came from. Apparently one of his adult tortoises had laid a clutch of eggs in the ground that he didn't know about, and so he saw a few more hatchlings running around the chicken coop, and he eventually found where the rest of the eggs were. He dug them all out, and a lot of the baby tortoises were already hatching and trying to come out of the dirt.
Tortoises, normally in the wild, when they dig their holes to lay their eggs in, they will urinate in it and also poop in it. And when the babies hatch, as they come out, they eat a little bit of the poop, and some of that good bacteria that came from the mom's colon in their poop will eventually enter the baby's gut systems and kind of act as a probiotic and help them digest the food a little bit easier. And as far as diet goes, I have this little vegetable garden here. This is spineless prickly pear cactus that I planted, and then I also have some aloe in here as well. I might try to get a hold of some of that elephant grass that a lot of desert species tortoises eat and plant it in that spot, but so far I haven't had luck in finding it. I actually got this for free because it's very abundant here in Florida, and some lady was trying to get rid of her cactus tree. So I just took cuttings off of it, and then I have leftovers. That's all really dead. But this is stuff that is still semi-good, and I'm just gonna feed him this stuff until it runs out, and then we'll go over to harvest from this little cactus tree over here. This is a tarantula that I got from the expo. It is a curly-haired tarantula, and it's a sling. So it's right there buried in the dirt, and that's my finger for size comparison. He's very hard to film, and you probably can't even see him on the camera. I don't know. I can kind of see his legs. He's got like some fuzzy hair right there. Got my ticket.
you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Say bye, Peachy. Say bye. He's so cute.